Hi, everybody. Good afternoon and happy Friday. It's 2 o'clock here in Austin, and thanks, as always, for being here. This is Linda Harrelson. I'll be here alone presenting today. Kevin is off, but we do have Adam Fletcher from support helping out answering questions, as always. And then in a little while, I will be having a special guest join us. His name is Sam Hasty, and Sam is the Agent Services Director across North America for our Keller Williams commercial division. And so he's going to talk to you a little bit about how you can better support your commercial agents, your market centers on their technology platform, which is different than the one that residential agents use, and point you to some training that you can take yourself and help get them set up on. So let's dive in. Here's our agenda. And the first topic is in response to questions that we received on last week's webinar. So if you were on last Friday's Ambassador webinar, we talked about the HomeKeeper app. It's now an icon in your mobile app. You can see it there on the screen. And again, if this is brand new to you, the HomeKeeper app, it's a consumer-facing app that homeowners can use to remind them of when they have maintenance tasks that they have to take care of for their house, like it's time to change the air filters, for example, so they can set up a custom home maintenance calendar. And the app is branded to the Keller Williams agent that shared it with them. So that requires set up a profile on your side, and we walked through that last week. So if you missed it, you can go view last week's webinar on KW Connect. What you also do with the HomeKeeper app is you can upload a list of the vendors that you work with, your partners or affiliates, and you also are able to choose whether or not to show the vendors that your market center is affiliated with. So we talked about that last week, and some of the questions were around, well, what does my market center need to do to get the vendors loaded in? So we wanted to answer that this week, and it's really a process that takes place between a member of your market center's leadership and HomeKeeper. So you can just remind them, they should have received an email recently, I believe it was last week, containing this information, but just in case, you'll want to direct them to contact HomeKeeper either by email or by calling. And there's the contact information there for you. And when they do, the first step is for HomeKeeper to create a market center profile. So they should be prepared to provide the number of market center, the name, the way they want it to be displayed, logo, the email address that clients will contact, phone number, website URL, and then finally they need to identify somebody in the market center who will have admin privileges, and so they'll just need the name and the email address for that person. And then when it comes to vendors, they'll be asked to enter their vendors that they want featured in the app into a spreadsheet that will have these columns, and the first three are required. What category does the vendor fall under? And HomeKeeper can help provide what those categories are, the company or vendor name and their phone number. And then other fields are optional, a contact person, an email address, a physical address, a website, then any comments or discounts that they will offer. So this is, again, for your information to pass on to your leadership if they don't know it. We've had about 70-something market centers create their profiles so far, and I know we've got a lot more who are in the process. So just make sure that your leadership is aware of what they need to do. Next, we have another contest. This is another branded app download contest. So you may have gotten an email that looked something like this recently. And this is a contest where we're giving away to one lucky agent who has the most branded app downloads in the month of October. So looking between October 1st and October 31st, not matter how many branded app downloads happened before the 1st of October, it's just in the month. The agent who has the most will win a family reunion ticket to 2016's event in New Orleans and a VIP experience. And that's listed there for you. What the VIP experience includes is a private backstage tour, VIP access to the Red Bash, and reserved seating at the Vision Speech and the State of the Company events. So that's a great package. That's for them and a guest. And in order to enter a contest, you'll just want as many downloads branded to you as possible. And then we have a special report available so you can see how you're doing and what your competition looks like. So let's bring that up. So my KW, in the upper left corner by your profile photo, there is a report link, and when you click that, you'll have the report menu open up. You are going to select rankings, and then that's going to present list. You're going to choose Agent Mobile Downloads October Contest. Once you do that, you'll get a report that looks like what you see here on the right. As a test account, this account we're using doesn't have a rank, but your rank, hopefully it's more than 0, is going to show up at the top of the report with your region, your market center, your name, and then the number of downloads. So this number is your rank. This number is the exact number of downloads. Or you can also search for your name by clicking on the binoculars and find where you land in the rankings. So is there a way to see, here's a question, who has downloaded our app? So the answer is no. There's no way to know who has downloaded your app. All you can find out is who has created their account after they've gotten your branded app. So I'd like to use the example of, I don't know, just any restaurant, Pizza Hut. We'll just go with that. So you download Pizza Hut's app, and if you don't create an account on the app, they don't know who you are or your contact information, and you don't want them to. You don't want them to start to market to you or call you whenever they have a special until you opt into that process. So it's the same with the Keller Williams mobile search app. People can get the app branded to you and search on it, but once they want to take action, so saving a property or get in touch with you, that's going to prompt them to, well, saving a property will prompt them to create an account. And then you'll know by logging into, you should receive an email, and all of that comes through your WolfNet account. And you can log into your WolfNet back office and see who has created an account through your app. And you're also able to see their activities, such as what searches and properties they've saved. In fact, I'll mention it again at the end of this webinar, but we are doing a special webinar in October. It is on Thursday, October 22nd at 11 in the morning Central Time to walk through exactly that. What is the customer experience when they use your app, and then how do you follow up on the activities that they've taken in your app? Okay, and then just to clarify, the question is, do they have to create an account in order for you to move up in the rankings? Nope, they just have to download the app and use your unique mobile URL. So let me real quickly here bring up a browser to remind you where to get that URL. It never hurts to repeat that, so just give me one moment. So you just want to make sure that you're sharing your app. So here is my KW coming up on the screen. Okay, go to the technology menu, and the third item down is KW Mobile App Resources. So for those of you who don't have the app yet or don't have it branded to yourself, this is the first thing you want to do is go get it. Go to your app store and get the app. The name of the app, by the way, is the Keller Williams Realty Real Estate Search app. So if you search for Keller Williams Realty, you should find it. It just has a red KW square as its icon. Get the app on your phone, and then step 2 explains how to get the app to say your name at the bottom instead of the generic Keller Williams Realty. And then finally, once you do that, this is the URL that you want to spread to the world. Take that URL, copy it, put it into your email signature, put it on your social media posts within the app itself. This is a little screenshot here, but you have a share app button. Tap that, and then you can quickly send your branded app to anybody. If you have their phone number, they can get a text, or you can email it to anybody, and it'll embed your URL in it. And by that process, having others receive your mobile URL. When they click on the URL, they're prompted to download the app, and when they do, it is automatically branded to you, and that counts on the report. Okay, so hopefully that clarified that process. A couple of individual questions have come in on that, which I will answer when we get towards the end of the webinar. All right, so one moment here as I switch back to our screen. And while I'm bringing it up, I'm just going to go off on a quick tangent to let you know that we are still waiting for the early adopter list to be finalized and for that whole early adopter process to be worked out. It is getting sooner, and so just sit tight. We are still anticipating mid-October that you'll be notified one way or the other if you're in the early adopter group. And then with that will follow information on what you need to do. In fact, we will be doing a live webinar for the early adopters once we have all of the information needed to walk you through the process and also let you know the kind of feedback that we need and how to deliver that. Okay, and so up on the screen once again, here is where to go to find the report so you can see where you rank. All right. So moving on, as promised, our special guest who has just hopped on is Sam Hasty. And as I said, Sam is the Agent Services Director for the Keller Williams Commercial Division in North America. And Sam is going to come on the line here. Let me make sure that you can hear him. Hi, Sam. Can you say hello?
Hi, Brenda. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. All right.
Excellent deal.
I am going to
thank you guys.
Pass it over to Sam. Go ahead.
Thank you guys very much for letting me attend your webinar today. Brenda already introduced me. I'm the Agent Services Director for KW Commercial. I started out with the Southwest Market Center as their IT director over there, and as you guys all know, that was a pretty big group of people over there, so had quite a bit on my plate, and that's when after I was very successful there, I had the opportunity to come work with Skylar and KW Commercial, and I definitely took it. So I'm in charge of doing all the technology and the new technology and training on the technology for all of our agents. This is all pretty much business-related software, but the reason I really wanted to be on call today was to really get you guys engaged. A lot of times when a commercial agent goes to a team leader or a tech guy or an MCA and they ask a question, 9 times out of 10, it almost doesn't even matter what the question is. They always say, oh, well, call KWRI, we can't help you with that. So I would really like to put the power in y'all's hands to be able to answer these questions and be able to support these agents at a local level. Because when you say, anytime you refer somebody to like, well, that's not my department, I got to, go try here, that doesn't leave a good taste in a lot of people's mouths. So I've already gotten approval to add all the ambassadors access to what I'm going to show you guys. You guys are going to be able to hopefully understand, or have some of a generalized understanding of what we offer and what we do. Hopefully, you'll be able to answer a lot of questions now when you're presented with them. So a little bit about KW Commercial. KW Commercial has grown by 50% in the last 2 years. We've gone from 1,100 agents to we're almost 1,600. We're going to end up the year over 1,600. So most KW Commercial agents are cappers, and that's why you really want to keep these people happy. They're not going to be very taxing on anybody. KW Commercial agents will probably ask you 3 questions a year. And the reason why is because they have their ways of doing things. They know what they're doing. Every now and then they just need a little help. KW Commercial offers a separate technology platform from the residential agents. We provide tools to the agents that are different from the residential side. So our marketing platform, our flyer syndication is all handled by buildout.com. Our CRM is a Salesforce tool. It has got Rethink. That Rethink builds a specialized version of it for us. We have a financial analysis software that's the Analyst Pro. Prospecting tool to prospect now. And of course, you guys are all aware of Google Apps. That's our productivity software. So I want to go just over to the next slide. And I think you may actually, no, there it is right there. Thank you very much, Brenda. And to access these resources, and I'm going to show them all to you. So to access the resources, you're going to log into mykw.kw.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and in the quick links box, there's going to be KW Commercial. I'm going to show you this right now. You guys probably don't have it yet because we haven't uploaded the list of you all to the IT team for them to give you guys access. You'll see all the resources and other information, and we're going to quickly go through that information. So let me share my screen. I'm actually logged in as a commercial agent right now, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get there and what it looks like. So again, you're going to log into the mykw.kw.com, see the dashboard as we're all very familiar with. I'm going to scroll down the bottom, and in the quick link section, you're going to click on KW Commercial. That's going to get you to the KW Commercial internet. If you have agents asking how to sign up for the email, I'm not going to go through the entire process, but that's the link that they click on, and you do it just like you would a KW email. Put in your desired email address, kwcommercial.com from the drop-down, choose a password, confirm the password, and then create. You guys know the process from there. I'm not going to need to show it to you. At the very top of this is where the agents go to access their tools. That's where you go to access Product Now, the Analyst Pro, Build Out. And I'm going to put a little bit of homework on you all today. And that homework is going to be to attend a KW Commercial Friday orientation. That's actually the reason why I was a few minutes late today. I was finishing up with that. But I want you guys to come to the KW Commercial orientation. It's only going to be 40 minutes out of your day, once a quarter. We do have them every Friday. So that's what I'm saying. All you really need to do is do once a quarter. But I'd love to see you all in the next one. And that is easily accessible right here in the training calendar. If you click on that, it's a Google Drive doc. And for whatever reason, it doesn't want to come up now. So I don't know why that is. And it does exist. I don't know why it's not working because I just literally accessed it a few minutes ago. Okay, we're going to come back to that. There's a couple other things I really want you guys to be aware of. And again, it's Murphy's Law. KW Commercial is not going to show up on your quick link section yet. It's going to show up, oh, I see that Google Drive is down everywhere. Okay, thank you for that. It's not going to show up in your quick link section yet. It'll probably be about a week or so before I get you guys access. So 2-minute videos. 2-minute videos is a section that I created simply for doing quick support for the agents, okay? If they want to know how to access or how to send an email and Build Out, and if they say this to you, this might be the first place that you guys go. Hey, do you know how to do to perform a guided search in Prospect Now? Just go to the 2-minute videos and say, look, Mr. or Mrs. Agent, this is where you go. And I've kind of always abided by the rule that I teach my agents how to fish. I don't just give them the fish. So, sit them down, make them go to it, and find it themselves, because then you're not going to ever have to show them again, probably. So, but all of the 2-minute videos are right here. They're very quick videos on screen showing you exactly how to do the things that most commonly asked questions. The training calendar is where the orientation is going to go. I would love if you guys could all get on it, and as soon as Google Drive is back up. The Associate Academy is our training for our agents. The logos and marketing, I do want to spend a couple minutes on that and tell you that the only 2 approved compliant logos are these 2. If you're noticing other agents, if you're noticing number 1 residential agents using the logo, please let me know. I'm not going to say where it comes from, but it's a lot easier for me to go and tell an agent that, hey, this is really part of our value proposition. You can't use this unless you're part of KW Commercial. Also, if you're noticing that they're using anything other than these 2 logos, they need to go ahead and update them. And you might show them the section and say, hey, I noticed you're using an old logo. Please update it. There's also a contact list right here, so if you guys need to access any of the agents across all North America, you can access the contact list. It's actually built on the reporting section, which I saw that Brenda was showing you earlier. Tech Tools and Support, this is another good section for you guys to refer to. If you go to the Tech Tools and Support section, these are going to be, none of these are videos, these are all going to be text how-tos on all the different tools. So if I wanted to know about Reese, I could just click on Reese and see exactly how to sign up for it, how to access it, and then a 3-minute how-to video, and there's also a help section. I'm going to be finishing up here in a second because I don't want to take too much of Brendan and Kevin time. If you ever want to see how to access any of the previous recorded webinars, all you need to do is go to the KW Next section. We have 3 subsections here: recruiting and advertising, KW Commercial Technology, and commercial agent. Now, you guys all have access to this right now, so I'm actually going to copy that and send it to all the entire audience. There it is right there. If you'd like to review some of our tools, these, of course, are not short videos. They're going to be a little bit longer, 40 minutes to an hour, most of them. But they will at least teach you in detail how to access all the tools. And again, the KW Commercial link is not going to be there for about a week or so. I need to upload the list to I need to give the list to the IT team, and they will upload it and give you guys all access, okay? So the other thing that I would probably want to show you guys is the live events section. That's a list of all of our live events. There's yet another annual training calendar. We create our webinar calendar for the entire year at the end of the year. So next month or 2 from now, we're going to be creating the 2016 annual training calendar. It's got all the new agent orientations on it. It has all the different tool trainings on it, as well as our initial training for new agents. So I think with that, I'm going to give it back over to Brenda and Kevin. And I really want to say that I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me today. I'm going to give you guys all my email address since you guys are all ambassadors. This is my direct email address. If you really need to get an answer quickly, I respond to emails very, very fast. So just send me email, sam@kwcommercial.com, and I'll be more than happy to assist you guys in helping your KW Commercial agents and being able to help them.
Thank you, Sam. And the last thing you see the screen there, Sam had put it together just a reminder of your homework going forward. So if you want to just reiterate that, go ahead.
All right. So I did mention there was some homework. We couldn't access Google Drive. Attend a KW Commercial Friday orientation. We want you to do this about once per quarter, of course, just to kind of stay up with anything new that we could have added. It's only 45 minutes out of your day. KW Commercial, update yourself on KW Commercial value proposition. That is what the Friday orientation is for. We go over tools, we show them to you on a brief overview. Technology platform for KW Commercial agents, again, that's covered in the orientation and the intranet, which I just briefly went over. And then the training calendar for any other technology webinars. I have a question that just came through. What time on Fridays is your session? 1 to 2 o'clock Central Time.
Okay. Thanks again, Sam.
Brenda, thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. And several comments come in thanking you, Sam, for being here. In fact, the exact quote from one of our ambassadors is said that she's needed this information for a long time. Very happy that you went over this. So hopefully that applies to the whole group on the call. So
well, I'm happy to help. And I'm going to stay on the call, too, just in case any other questions come in. Please send over my way, and I'll be here on mute.
Okay, thank you. All right. So that pretty much wraps up our ambassador webinar for this week, just to let you know what's coming up on our calendar. And again, this calendar that you're seeing is just a screenshot right out of the KW Technology community that all of you have access to. So looking ahead to next week, on Monday, we're doing our Systems for Success webinar, and that one's going to focus on the eEdge IDX solution and how that works. So these are great webinars for new agents as well as seasoned agents who just could use a refresher. So, and of course, all of you are welcome to be there as well. Wednesday is our KW video training, and then we have our ambassador webinar again on Friday the 16th. And to give you a heads up on what that is going to entail, by a show of hands, so use your GoToWebinar hand icon and raise it if you have been to franchise systems orientation training in the last year, or FSO, as we fondly call it. See a few hands. Okay. So it's intense, several days. It's required for Market Center leadership to come back and refresh their knowledge of the franchise system, the agreement, and everything that we provide, and you get a tour of the national offices. So one of the many presentations that's part of that orientation is about an hour's worth, which takes you on a tour through everything we offer our associates as far as technology and marketing goes. And it's presented at a very high level, and it's very appropriate for that exact presentation to be used with recruits or even with agents in the Market Center who just need an overview of what all am I getting for my tech fee. So what we thought we would do is share that with you next Friday. It does take about an hour to present the whole presentation, so we'll make the slides available and just give you a quick overview of what's contained in it. And I would absolutely recommend that this gets presented in your Market Center just so everybody's aware of all of the different tools that are available, what's coming, and most importantly, how they tie together and what the purpose is. So please be there for next Friday. And then also you can see on the calendar, we're going ahead a little bit here, that we have that special webinar I mentioned coming on October 22nd. So you can go to this calendar to register for it. And here's a description of what it's going to cover. So it's the KW mobile app and the customer experience. And we are going to take you through, again, the app through a customer's eyes, what they do to use it, to save properties, and then how you can go and get more insight into what they're looking at just to provide a more higher level of customer experience. So I'm going to share the link with that webinar to you all right now through the questions field. Okay, so our fun fact for this week, we always close with a fun fact. Anybody know when the first version of Microsoft Word was released? And as always, no cheating, just take a guess. But this is what you get, or what you got if you bought Microsoft Word for DOS. Couple of guesses, 80, 84, 85, 83, Kurt wins. Yes, it was 1983 that Microsoft released Microsoft Word 1.0. So 32 years ago. And it's really funny. I actually was able to Google and find the user manual that goes with this. It was 400 pages. There were about 3 to 4 pages alone dedicated to how to do a find and replace. So it really, at least for me, made me appreciate how far technology, how far software has come, especially Word. So yeah, somebody remembers it. In 1987, I was using WordPerfect. Yep, I actually remember that. Someone actually has the manual. That's awesome. Yeah, so just be glad we've come a long way. We don't have to use floppy disks anymore. These are truly the floppy disks, the larger, 5 1/4 size, I think. Okay, quiet. We have one ambassador born in 1983. So, so you have no memory of this. Consider yourself lucky. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. The original floppy was 8 inches. Thank you. Thank you, Kurt. Okay, now we're getting a lot of funny comments. All right. Well, happy to send you off on a fun note. And we have a few more minutes that Sam, Adam, and I can stick around and answer your individual questions. So go ahead and type them in, and we'll answer what we can. If not, if you want to jump off, then have a great weekend, and we'll see you back next week. Bye-bye, everybody.